No, Cashcow. Now, Roger's been noticing this for quite a while, and he was tempted initially to make some sort of opinion, but he decided against it because the basis for the whole claim is not actually being substantiated, as far as I'm aware, by the person involved. It's alleged that Gina Carano of The Mandalorian fame, her and Carl Weathers, the only true actors in the whole thing, was sacked via anti-social media, Twitter or something. But there's no evidence for that. Somebody said it on the internet, and all the YouTube channels, the major YouTube channels who cover Star Wars and all that sort of stuff, I think pretty much all of them. Actually, I think pretty much all of them. The really big ones, the ones that make the real money, that aren't actually run by Lucasfilm or Disney, they all started promoting these anti-Disney, Gina Carano was sacked via anti-social media stories with no evidence to back it. And I say no evidence because I have yet to find any evidence that she has said herself that she was sacked by anti-social media. I've seen no evidence of that. She's been quiet about it. But all these people are making money with these, we don't like Disney, Disney's evil, oh, Disney is scum, Disney don't know anything about anything, la-di-da-di-da-di-da, as though it's something new. Disney's been like that for 50 years. The guy who wrote it, not only the guy who created it, but their employment strategy and their output heavily promotes this. It always has done. It always has done. You're rarely going to find a female character. I mean, look at all their entire output of films and television and count, read on a piece of paper and write down how many times a female character wasn't a gender slave. She wasn't there to cook, clean, raise children and have no purpose in life other than to serve. You can count them on one hand, practically. Maybe two at the most, out of hundreds, if not thousands, of programmes and videos. That's their institution. That's the way they are. The guy who funded it, he was pro-Nazi, and he had a secret club as well, which was very much linked with dubiousness. And don't forget, Walt Disney produced the classic cartoon with Donald Duck as Hitler, which was very much pro what was going on in Germany. He was very much pro. He was an avid supporter of it. And yet, people now suddenly be, we just discovered. They've always been like it. I mean, who can forget? And it was promoting sex for children. It's just deranged. Who can forget The Little Mermaid? Little Mermaid, yeah, another programme where ultimately the female's going to end up doing this. The old slavery, the old gender slavery. We're on the route to a loss of freedom. It's this exciting and interesting film that I wouldn't show to a child personally. Came the VHS cassette case that it came in. Now, in the initial run, there's the picture of the golden castle, and right in the middle of it, if you don't have to look too closely, is a huge, purposely drawn golden penis. That's the mentality of these people. And yet all these Star Wars sites are suddenly going, oh, we've just discovered this. Well, yeah, open your eyes. It's always been like it. Mainstream media's been doing stuff like that for a very long time. They don't represent the way we think. They represent a deviant culture, which we want no part of. That's why we don't have it as standard. But yeah, they've all got on this Gina Carano Cashcow thing, making loads and loads of money from loads and loads of subscriptions and people going, oh, I want to hear. And they do nothing but ranting about Disney and ranting about this alleged tragedy when the actress herself has said nothing officially, which makes it highly suspicious because I think it's disgusting that they're promoting a one-dimensional story with no balance, a bit like mainstream media, and making money off it and selling constant negativity. Haven't we got enough of that at the moment? I mean, suddenly, this is irrelevant now. This doesn't mean anything. That's irrelevant. All that matters now is that somebody was allegedly sacked by anti-social media, and we can make money from that. There's no balance. I mean, there's a couple of great channels that have gone right down the toilet because this is all they're selling. They're not looking for balance. None of them have actually gone and contacted her agent and said, is it true? That's what they've got to do. Because I don't think they're interested in truth. I think they're interested in grabbing on negativity and selling it, just like mainstream media, to make money out of people who've already got problems of their own at this moment in time, and they don't need this sort of crap. And they say, oh, yes, that's something else to get annoyed about. It isn't. Without proof, it doesn't exist. That's the basis of science. Until she comes out and says, yes, I was sacked by anti-social media, we've got no evidence. And it just annoys me these people are just making money. They're not focused on actually saying anything or doing anything directed anymore that they want to do because it inspires them, they're passionate about it or something. They're doing it purely for money. Oh, we can make money out of this. Let's rant about this and we'll make some money. It's disgraceful. And none of that money's going to her, is it? So, anyway, what do you think? Do you think that this whole thing is just a cash cow? These people are doing it just to make money, solely just to make money? I mean, some of them are now starting to have extra channels or extra special broadcasts where they just seem to talk about this all the time to get loads of money. Live streaming stuff which you've got to pay for, I think. It just seems to be like a money-making scam. And it seems as though Gina isn't benefiting from this because all this money they're making, she ain't getting a penny. Or is it a clever marketing scam by Disney to get these dimwits who just latch onto anything that's negative and blow it all out of proportion? Sounds like the media. For money. Sounds like the media. Is it just a great marketing scheme because in reality she hasn't been sacked? They've just said that she has. They've let a little leak come out that's unsubstantiated, say she's been sacked by anti-social media, told her to be quiet because she hasn't been sacked. They'll get more people to come to watch The Mandalorian than that bloke who can't act for toffee who plays The Mandalorian. And it will give them a resurgence of income. Is it just a very clever marketing strategy? These people are very clever. Don't underestimate the cleverness of the people who run the world and control what we watch. They're very clever people. They're twisted and deviant, and they're obsessed with this, but they're very clever. So what are your thoughts? Is it a marketing scam, or is it actually based on fact? If you actually have a link to something of a Gina Carano Insta-twat account or something, where she has actually typed into the screen herself, I was sacked by anti-social media, chuck a link in below, because this would have to be, I'd have to see this, because I've found nothing. Absolutely nothing. But what do you think? Comments down below, and don't forget, it's not reality,